Cool. I think it looks like we are live. And I think so. Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and do this, guys. What is going on? This is your boy NarikChase, and I am doing another one of my famous character ranking videos. I'm not quite sure what number we're on, but we're still going to have a good show, good episode, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, let's talk about one of probably, well, I'm not going to say, I believe this is the video game movie that started them all, that just started it all. Not only was it the first attempt to adapt, I believe the first attempt to actually adapt a video game into a movie, but it surely, well, I want to say it wasn't good. It wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination. But let's go ahead and just talk about these guys now. This is based off the Super Mario Brothers movies that came out in the 90s, the late 80s or early 90s. I think it was the early 90s. But I want to get my facts straight, so I'm gonna go ahead and look that up right now. Oh yeah, 1993. Yeah, because I think Mortal Kombat came out in 1995 or 97 or something like that, and I think Street Fighter came out around the same, about 95. So it might not. I don't know if it's actually the first video game movie, but it's definitely one of the first. Um, and of course, it had a pretty good ensemble. Not gonna say ensemble because it wasn't really that good, but anyways. Uh, but the main focus of this character ranker, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite actors, Bob Hoskins, who decided to play Mario in the film. Now, of all the people that I can actually say I liked in the film, he was pretty much really the most spot on character to me. Not because he was like 100%, the character of Mario, but his demeanor, the way he was actually, uh, actually fitted as a character, just pretty much everything pretty much everything about the character I actually really enjoyed. So, if there's anything I can just give praise to on the movie is Bob Hoskins' performance as Mario. Now, what is the challenge with playing a character like Mario? He's pretty Mario's one of those difficult characters to actually play because most of the time when you see him playing a game, I don't really see him as like a voice. Sorry, guys. Pretty late tonight. I'm not seeing Mario as the voice protagonist, and I'm not saying that he isn't. I haven't been playing any of the more recent video games, so I'm not sure if he's actually has a voice and everything. But if he's anything like, I don't know, Link, he doesn't talk. But I've yet to actually see Mario in the actual place where he actually has like a full on fleshed out personality. Yes, there are some quirks of the character, meatballs, like his brother, he likes Peach, There are some things I can actually say that the character kind of does fit into. And it kind of fits into the fact that he's supposed to be Italian, I believe, and he's a plumber. Now, in the film, now the actual character Mario resides in the Mushroom Kingdom, and he's a plumber. And he has a brother named Luigi, who's younger than him, who's taller than him. And, in the film, of course, Mario and Luigi, originally from Brooklyn, New York. I think this is definitely an interesting concept, especially if it's going to be real life and they happen to be plumbers, which I guess is okay. But Mario is just one of those just characters that he's just not really defined like by his personality. I've not heard anybody say anything about his personality. He's not like the Master Chief. He's not like Kratos. He's not like Akuma. He's not like Ryu. He's not like Liu Kang. He's not like hell. He's not even like I don't even know where to go with on this. Zelda, even Link to a certain extent has displayed some bits of his personality, but not. I'm not really seeing anything definitive about Mario. Sonic the Hedgehog has much more personality to me than Mario. So I'm not, as far as the personality goes, I'm not. I mean, yes, he's a nice guy. He's cool. He's has love interest. He likes his brother. He likes helping people. He's all around like the good guy, the good guy. And I'm not taking it away from Mario, but from the depictions I've seen of the character through the video games that I personally played, the TV series, the little animated one back in the day, the movie, I haven't really seen him actually display much of a personality. So I can't really go out my way to say if he actually spawned on with the personality. But if there is a live adaptation of Mario, I think, that Bob Hoskins actually did a fantastic job of presenting that. So it was one of the saving graces of the film. When they actually get like the outfits and stuff, and like I said, even without the outfits, I think he pretty much looks like a live live action version of the character, even without the suit. But then when he gets the suit, and yes, there's some alterations to it, but for the most part, I think it's actually looks pretty good. Pretty good because, guys, if you seen me make these character rankers and talk about costumes and translation from video games to movies or comic books to movies, I don't like full on 100% translation, because a lot of times in a game, it works better in a game or a comic than it does in the actual live adaptation. I personally think that he did a fantastic job, and he actually looked the part. I did not mind him as Mario. I thought he looked the part. I thought he was pretty cool. I did like the actual kind of backstory for the character, how he gets inducted to the Mushroom Kingdom. I like, kind of the one-liners that he throws in the film. I like his personality that's actually presented in the film. As far as like him doing all like the cool Super Mario stuff that we known, adopting different abilities, say like the flying cape or the cat suit or the little raccoon tail with the ears, or even his straight up fire powers. We don't get any of that in the freaking movie. Not once in this freaking movie do you actually get it. I mean, I guess you could say a little Firefly part where the guy was shooting him with the little de-evolutionary ray gun, but I'm sorry, it was a stupid idea because it did. Uh, I mean, I guess you can get somebody with a de-evolutionary ray gun, but at the same time, I get if they had actual gun, I think they might actually kill you, even though you might turn de-evolve them. But I don't know. But that's not like an actual like moment where you actually see them, like, I don't know, have the firefly and they actually shoots fire out of it or something like that. And if that was, I don't remember it. I really don't. But this is definitely a hard character to adapt to live action. I'm not saying that it couldn't be a character that could be in adapted. But this is definitely one of those characters that's extremely hard to nail. And despite how bad the movie actually is, I would even be trying to say, yes, I think he did a fantastic job as Mario. I don't think, and I'm not saying no, they couldn't do it. I'm not saying they couldn't pick a different actor to pick up that. But for what they got, I will say Bob Hoskins actually does a fantastic job. I can't think of anybody else that could have played the role. And it's kind of cool because I like the fact that he's British and they managed to kind of get this British guy. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just yawning. But they actually got this British guy to actually play this Brooklyn character, which it isn't, impossible. There are plenty of people with accents that play other accents in roles and stuff like that. But I can actually say that between everything that we get on Mario, and this is going to be a really short video because it really isn't much to say, but I will say I did enjoy Bob Hoskins' version of the character. I think he did a great job for what he was given. Looked the role. He actually felt like an actual character. In the film, at least he did have depth and stuff like that. He had a life and things like that. And I really appreciated that as well because I don't think there's any way. I don't think there's any way you can actually this guy, um, just give this guy actual like story the way they did in the film and actually have it done right. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say what in the post credits to Japanese businesses pro make a video game different Iggy and Spike not try really. But anyways, in closing, I would say in the end, even though Bob Hoskins wasn't given much to do and the film was just crap, um, I would say I'd give Bob Hoskins about a 4 out of 5. I think he did a great job. I think he sold the character. I think he made the character believable. And I definitely would like to come back and perhaps talk about Daisy, talk about Koopa, Luigi. The characters have done them too. But anyways, yes, I would give Bob Hoskins a 4 out of 5 for his performance as Mario, the most iconic character in the video games. All right, then, guys. This is your boy saying he's about to be out. In the comment section below, let me know what are your thoughts about Bob Hoskins' performance as Mario in the Super Mario movie. Did you think he sucked? Did you think he did better? And I do want to throw this out here. They need to make this an animated film, which I did say a while back. I did make a video about that a long time ago with Zach when we first started up the channel, which I'm glad to hear that they are thinking about or in development or developing a Mario movie, animated movie, because that's the way they should have gone the first time. But anyways, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we got going on this channel, guys. And we'll definitely catch you guys later.